Did you watch a whole lot of the World Series? I had fun. I had fun watching Game One, and not so much after that. And then thought the Yankees were making it a series by Game Five, and it did not really happen.
Yeah, I watched the right moments of game one. I turned the game on late and watched
Mm.
that excitement and really the best game of the series. I mean, from well, I mean, I guess 2 and 3 weren't terrible. They were tight
They're
games, but
okay, but just
yeah, but
nothing was going to live up to the what happened in Game One.
the drama was incredible. For those of you who missed it, Freddie Freeman hits a game-winning home run in the 10th on a
Game-winning grand slam
slam. Yeah, excuse me.
in
Yeah, great in the 10th. And what was that?
reminiscent of Kirk Gibson, 1988, against
Right.
Dennis Eckersley in the A's. I read that was 35 years to the day. Excuse me, 35 years to the day. But then in another place I saw it was not only that, it was 35 years to the minute. It happened at the same minute 35 years ago in Dodger Stadium in 1988 for Kirk Gibson's iconic game-winning home run. I think Freddie Freeman's might live in that realm. It was extra innings, game one of a World Series, and then it's a grand slam on top of it. He was similarly fighting an ankle injury, as Gibson was fighting a few different leg injuries at that time in '88. So it's right there in the pantheon of greatest moments in World Series history.
Yeah, I mean, and Freeman he didn't stop there. He just kept mashing the whole series to go on and get the
Yeah,
MVP. But
yeah,
um,
easy MVP candidate or winner there.
I mean, like you said, I think the next like most compelling moment was in game four where they were tied, and then was it Volpe hit a grand slam, I believe it was, and the Yankees end up blowing out the Dodgers 11-4.
We didn't mention the Game Five
Ugh,
collapse by the Yankees, which was also
yes.
hilarious. It's funny because going into the series, I asked you if you even watched it because neither of us are certainly not Yankees or Dodgers fans, but it was cool in that it had the biggest stars in the sport. Of course, I think it drew the best ratings in a decade just because of the biggest markets and the biggest stars on the biggest stage. So I was looking forward to it. And game one was so much fun. Just seeing those stars battle back and forth and walk off in such an amazing way. The middle games were what they were. The biggest story, like you said, of the middle part of the series was definitely the fuckers in the stands. But I was looking forward and kind of rooting for in a grotesque way, rooting for the Yankees in Game Five because I wanted to keep the series going, and I think they might have had a good shot pushing it to 7 games of the Dodgers because the Dodgers were rotation was so depleted and their bullpen was running on fumes. I think the advantage had tipped towards the Yankees, believe it or not, being down 3-1 and then have Garrett Cole going in game five. And it looked like everything was working in that direction until was it the fifth inning with a complete meltdown of the Yankees defense. They had a 5-0 lead and gave it all away with shit. I think there were two different errors, maybe three. Um, One by Judge, just completely whiffed on a easy fly ball to center field after he had hit a majestic home run 1 or 2 innings earlier. He thought he was finally living up to his hero status, but of course he did not. I don't know. It was funny because I love watching the Yankees flounder, but I was also kind of annoyed that they blew the chance to continue the series and it ended in such a strange way.
Yeah, I mean, I was rooting for the Yankees in the series because I really, really hate the Dodgers for obvious
Mm-hmm.
reasons. And I also, wanted to keep the Dodgers. The only way to win a World Series was with COVID, a 60-game season
Yeah,
alive. But
that's
that's
the
out the
biggest
window.
tragedy because we've that's the biggest tragedy in all of this. We've been able to hold that over their heads. Like the only series they've won since '88 was has a giant asterisk over it with the 60-game COVID season. But this doesn't get any more. You can't be any more legit than this. Winning the gauntlet that they went through. They're
Yeah,
the best team in baseball. They proved it. They bought it. They bought the best team in baseball. But that's how things go these days, apparently.
yeah. But yeah, it was a fun. It wasn't. It was an entertaining series. So that's all you can ask for when your teams aren't in it, you know. And baseball got what they
Well,
wanted, so good for
yeah.
them. The money machine keeps on churning.
Wordhole Media.